Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Anubhuti and I love to talk about everything beauty related. I love to do product reviews and I also love to get use out of my makeup collection and not necessarily run and buy everything new. So if those are the things you are interested in, make sure to subscribe before jumping into today's video. If you're wondering why both of my eyes are looking different, because I do have different eye makeup on both of them. So yeah, I used to do product palette review and two eye makeup looks kind of video, and then I thought, because I'm not really reviewing any new eye makeup or eyeshadow palettes, and by the time I review them there are already a number of reviews online. So then I decided to do kind of revisiting the old eyeshadow palette and one eyeshadow palette, two makeup looks, and combine those both into single one. So then I will be basically doing one eyeshadow palette, one palette, two looks kind of video, but using the eyeshadow palettes that are part of my project pans. So Project Level Up or No Pan Left Behind project pan. So yeah, that's something I filmed today, and that's why I have two different eye makeup looks. So stay tuned, that video will be up after this one, so make sure to subscribe if you're interested in seeing that video. And yeah, do you have any guesses which palette did I use for these eye makeup looks? Leave them in the comment section below. I would love to know your guesses. So that's out of the way. Now coming to today's video, I have decided to start using Project 10 uses. Now, for past couple of years, officially and unofficially, I was doing only one project pen, which was my rolling project pen for like ever since I started project panning in end of 2019, starting of 2020. So then I was doing only rolling project 10 pen, when I would just pick 10 products, assign goal to them, and then walk through them. Once I hit goal, then I will roll those products out, roll new products in. And it was because I was just starting with project planning and I wanted to familiarize myself with the concept of project planning and not just diving into it. So yeah, but then last year I've started doing more project plans in like end of the year, and then I noticed that I was not really gravitating towards my rolling project 10 pen anymore. I was finding it boring. I was just not touching those products, not much progress on those. So then I was kind of contemplating that do I want to do it or not next year. So I decided not to do it the way I was doing it. So it's not a rolling project 10 pen anymore. I have decided to do project 10 uses. So now I have been getting better at tracking usage of my makeup products. So then I decided, yeah, why not just do project 10 uses, where you pick up basically a certain amount of products and then you assign 10 usage goal on them. Once you hit the goal on a certain product, then you roll it out and then roll new products in. Yes, but there is a twist. So I've seen a lot of people do a project 10 uses on here on YouTube channel, and then I decided to give it my own flavor. So what I will be doing is I have my makeup listed in categories. So then I decided that I will be randomizing one makeup product from each of my makeup categories, except the base products, which is foundation, powder, concealer, because those are the products I don't change every month. I like to use them mostly seasonal basis, or at least I open one of them, use them up, and then open another one. So I don't simultaneously work on multiple foundations or multiple concealers or multiple powders. Mostly just seasonal based, so one or two are opened at a time. So yeah, and also I'm gonna exclude my brows and also my mascara from that category, because at a time I work on single brow pencil and brow mascara, and I also work have only one or two mascaras open at any point of time. So those are the category doesn't make sense to randomize out of my collection. But apart from those categories, I will be randomizing everything else, which gives me blush, bronzer, highlighter, face palette, eyeshadow palette, single eyeshadow, kajal slash liner, lip liner, liquid lipstick, and bullet lipstick. So that means 10 categories. So, yeah, in a way, we are still randomizing 10 products and we will be using them 10 times each. So, yeah, I hope that makes sense. Just to recap, we are gonna be randomizing my blush, bronzer, highlighter, and face palette for the facial makeup category, and then eyeshadow palette, one eyeshadow palette, single eyeshadow, kajal slash liner, or lip liner, bullet lipstick, and liquid lipstick. These are the 10 categories we are going to be randomizing and selecting products from. And then once I hit and by default, because this is project 10 uses, so then by default the goal is to use each product 10 times. So once I hit the goal, I can roll it out a particular category and then roll a new product in the same category. So then, for example, I choose a blush, randomize a blush, and I hit my 10 uses goal on that particular blush, then I get to randomize a new blush. I can't swap those categories. I want to keep it strict that way. So then the goal is I'm not only focusing on my project pen items, but I'm also circling through my makeup collection and getting use out of the rest of the products. So yeah, I hope the rule makes sense. And if you also want to join it, feel free to join it. Just leave me a comment that you're also participating. Maybe I can give you a shout out. And I would love to see your videos also, what products you choose, what products you randomize, if you adapt my version of Project 10 uses. So yeah, that is out of the way. Now the fun part, selecting the products. So let's open my Tiny Decisions app. I have wheels for all categories now. So in Tiny Decisions app, it's easy basically to create wheels, because if you have products in your like Excel sheet, you can just copy whole row and add multiple options and just create a wheel out of it. It's super easy. So let's randomize the blush first. It's Maybelline Flush Creator Afterglow. I'm glad that this is rolls in because it is on my chopping block. Okay, let's go and randomize bronzer. Yeah, this is my bronzer wheel, reset wheel. It's the Balm Bahama Mama bronzer, which is good because this is very rarely used. Let's go and randomize the highlighter. Pixie by Petra Glowy Gossamer Duo Subtle Sunrise, which is a duo, but okay. Okay, that works. Now let's randomize the face palette. Ofra Blusher Unit. Okay, so this is a kind of duo, blush and bronzer duo. So that is the face palette. Okay, fine. Then let's move to the eye products. So eyeshadow palette. If it comes, okay, so this is Dark Toasted palette. Okay, good one. I'm happy. This is comparatively new to my collection. So now let's move to single eyeshadows. Reset wheel. This is Kiko Milano Long Lasting Eyeshadow Stick 56 Burgundy. Okay, now let's move to eyeliner or kajal. Reset wheel. This is Kiko Holiday Gems Sparkly Eyeliner 02 Brown. I think this is brand new in my collection. So then eye category is out now. Let's go for lip category. So for lip liners, let's randomize the lip liner. It's Deborah Milano Matte Lip Liner 03, which is this kind of a desert rose, very nudie mauvey kind of shade. For bullet lipstick and liquid lipstick, I will not randomize them, but I would rather choose the lipsticks that I rarely reach for and I want to get more use out of them. So then, yeah, those are the only products I wanted to randomize. Let me grab my products and I will be back. So I'm back with all the products, and I have also updated in my sheet. So I'm gonna show you what the products look like now, maybe swatch them a little bit on my hand, and then start from there, and also show you what the product looks like right now. And it will kind of give you an idea how much progress I make in 10 uses. The first product was a blush, which was Maybelline Flush Creator Afterglow. This is very old Maybelline blush. I think it's probably more than 6-7 years old, and this is in the shade Afterglow. This is what it looks like. This is from the era where the ombre blushes were all the rage, and you can see why this is not, I have used it a lot, but there's not much movement in the pan, and you can understand why I don't reach for this blush more often, because I am a boring blush kind of a girl. So I like the boring, natural looking blushes, and I don't gravitate towards such bright blushes as this one. This is really, really bright orange. Let me swatch it for you. Even if I blend all the colors together, it is, see how bright, and this is very, very pigmented. This is like barely any pressure. So this is very pigmented blush. I'm glad, because this is also on my chopping block. So 10 uses will definitely give me a good idea that if I want to keep it in my makeup collection, and or probably declutter it, because this is too old at this point to pass it to anyone. So yeah, 10 uses, and then I will decide that do I want to keep it or declutter it. So yeah, this is the goal for this one. Now for the bronzer, I have rolled in the Balm Bahama Mama bronzer, and this is how it looks like. This has been used. What I don't understand about the balm bronzers specifically, or powder products, this has happened to be with all the balm products. There is like raised kind of powder like bubbles, raised bubbles, and I'm not sure why it is this, because of the way they are pressed or what, but this kind of gives them the bumpy look. This is, I love this bronzer. I have used it a lot. This is slightly warmer on me, but and I love to use this one in the summer, especially when I have a little bit of tan. This suits perfectly. I don't like a very strong bronzy look on my face, so I tend to go for the lighter bronzer tones. So then this, I would love to use it in the summer months when it looks more natural. Yeah, I have used it quite a lot of times, but again, this is quite pigmented, easy to pick up with brush. Yeah, I'm good at this rolled in, because I have already been working on another bronzer from the Balm, if you have seen my previous project pan updates. So then after I'm done with that one, I would definitely love to work on this one as my new bronzer, and see if I like it now, or maybe reserve it for the later months. But yeah, this is the bronzer. This is how it looks like. Now for the highlighter, I rolled in Pixie by Petra Glowy Gossamer Duo in Subtle Sunrise. It's like, till the year, this is a bronzer, this is a highlighter duo I hear everybody talk about very highly. So then I snatched it on quite a good discount, and I think this is also the right time to use this one, because this has a pinky highlighter and one kind of light gold highlighter, and I think these both shades will look flattering on me. I can use this one as a blush topper for now, and maybe as a highlighter for the warmer months. But this is brand new in my collection. I have not used it because I was focusing on some other highlighters last year. I never got the chance to use this one, so then glad that this is getting used in this project. Now for the face palette, I like to list my duos also, if they contain different types of products. So if they contain either blush or bronzer, or so all the products with 2 or more pens in them, I count it as a face palette. So if for example, because these were both highlighters, I still count them in highlighter category. But if there is a blush or bronzer, or bronzer and highlighter, or highlighter like blush and highlighter, if there are 2 different kind of products in even in a duo, I count it as a face palette. So then for the face palette, I rolled in Ofra blusher, which is blush and bronzer duo, in the shade Unit, and this is what it looks like. I have used it quite a lot of times. This is the problem with this one is this is a little bit too warm toned for me, especially this time of the year, when my skin tone is mostly neutral, a little bit towards the cooler side. But in the summer, I think I can still get away with using this one. But the goal is to use it 10 times, whether it is for blush or bronzer. So I can still get use out of the blush side. But let me swatch. So then you can see this is the bronzer from this duo, and this is the blush. You can see, in compared to like the Bahama Mama, this has more red to it. This is like more red tone, and this tends to look muddy on me, especially if I'm in winters. So then I don't like red toned bronzers on me. But then yeah, I think I can still get away with this one in summer. But yeah, this is how it looks like. Now those were all the face products. Now for the eyeshadow palette, I rolled in Tarte Toasted palette. This is how mine looks like. Okay, this is how mine looks like. I purchased it off of Vinted because I wanted to get this one, and I got really good deal on it. This is not very much used, so I got, but this shade came busted, so I have to repress it. But yeah, this is how mine looks like. I have used it twice, but yeah, I would love to get use out of this color story, because I was the 2 times I used, I was quite impressed with this one. So yeah, I'm glad this is rolled in. I would definitely love to use this. So for eyeshadow palette, this is the pick. For single eyeshadow, I rolled in Kiko Milano Long Lasting Eyeshadow Sticks. Eyeshadow stick in the shade 56 Burgundy. This is how it looks like. Looks red. I hope, so this is kind of a flamey bright red. Let me, where should I swatch it? Okay, this is the shade. The problem with me is just I don't tend to reach for my single eyeshadows, and I would like to change it. So that's why I decided to randomize and incorporate my eyeshadow singles more into my project pans. So then this is how the shade looks like. I think this is pretty. Yeah, I can't wait to use it on my eyes. I've not used it because of how intimidating the color looks, and most of the time I reach for the same things. If I'm most of the time, I don't even dip into multiple eyeshadow palettes. That's not me. I'm someone who likes to grab an eyeshadow palette and create the whole look from the same palette itself. So I don't dip into multiple palettes, and also not reach for single. So then I would definitely like to change that and use more singles along with my palettes. So yeah, this is what the single eyeshadow stick looks like. Now for the next product, which was my kajal slash eyeliner. For that, I rolled in Kiko Milano Gems Sparkly Eyeliner in the shade 02 Brown. This is from Kiko's Holiday from 2022, I think. Yeah, and let me swatch it. This is I'm not worried about gem tones. Brown eyeliner is something which I reach towards quite often. I gravitate towards brown eyeliners a lot, and although I don't gravitate towards the liquid liners that much, but still it's a good brown, shimmery brown shade that I like a lot on myself. It complements my dark brown eyes and also the kind of makeup aesthetic that I have. So yeah, 10 uses for the eyeliner. Now eye category was done, and for the lip liner, which was the last randomized category I did, was Deborah Milano matte lip liner in the shade 03. This is also quite old lip liner. It has been part of my project pans previous years, and this is beautiful mauvey nude eyeliner, sorry, mauvey nude lip liner, kind of a brownie mauvey nude pink lipstick. So this is, it looks more brown here. It is a beautiful shade though. It looks really gorgeous on its own as well. So then I'm glad this is rolled back in, because this is probably one of the most used liners in my collection, and this is also kind of my focus product for this year. I would like to get it used up before the end of the year, so then that's the goal. So I'm glad we can already make some dent in it. So yeah, those were all the randomized products for lipsticks. Now I have decided not to randomize lipsticks, rather than I chose the lipstick that I would like to use more and make some decisions about it. So then I have one lipstick for the bullet lipstick. I chose my Lakme 9 to 5 matte lipstick in the shade Coffee Command, and this is a beautiful shade. This is quite old in my collection now, and I do want to use it because this is one of my most used lipsticks, and probably I can roll it out or empty it this year. This is how much there is left. I've used already half. These lipstick bullets come with a lot of products. I have already used half of it, so then still there's this much remaining. And this is a beautiful brown shade, brownie nude shade, which goes with almost every look. So then it should be easily reachable. So this is my choice for both the bullet lipstick and for the liquid lipstick. Also, I went ahead in the same tones, and I chose my ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Take a Pixie. This is a mini size, which I have as part of the set. And let me swatch it. It's already quite thick. Oh yeah, it's getting thicker. There's not much product left in it. This is how that Take a Pixie looks like. This is also, like, you can see they are quite close, but this looks super beautiful, and this is almost done, and I do want to, this is also getting a little bit drier in the component. Yeah, you can, I'm not sure if you can see, but there is a windowing here. So this is almost done. So let's see, the goal is still to use it 10 times. If it gets over before that, then win-win for us. So yeah, I chose the products that for the liquid lipstick and bullet lipstick. I chose the lipsticks which I want to hit some goal towards, and other than that, all the products, rest of the products were randomized. So that is it for today's video. I hope you like my idea of doing project 10 uses with this new twist, that I can literally rotate through the categories I would like to use more efficiently, and use some of the products which are not getting used because I'm so focused on using that one blush or one bronzer and so focused on hitting pan. So then yeah, I can still rotate through my collection and then see, for example, this has been in chopping block, make some decisions about the blush, what I want to do about this one, and also about this duo. If I cannot make this bronzer work, does it still make sense to keep it just for this blush? Because I'm sure I have more blushes in this tone. And also, I'm not sure if I like the powder. The formula is quite powdery, and I'm not sure if I like it. So maybe, do I want to keep it or pass it on? So these are the two products I will make my mind about. Apart from that, everything else is kind of I would like to get use out of, especially the bronzer and my single eyeshadow. I'm very excited to use this one. This is such a beautiful shade, I'm so afraid to use it. Maybe I can incorporate in my lower lash line because that's where I don't like to use so many eyeshadows. So then probably this can be a one and done kind of eyeliner and that sort of look. I can also try to use it as a base maybe and see how they perform. I have heard really good things about the Kiko eyeshadow sticks. Micah from Floating in My Dreams always rave about them. And yeah, and then lipsticks also. This is almost about to be finished, so I'm glad. I think it doesn't have 10 uses left in it, but even if it does, it just probably will be empty by then. So yeah, those were all the products that are part of my project 10 uses. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so whenever I upload a video, you will be notified. And yeah, stay tuned for this this video where I do 2 different eye makeup looks using one palette. Yes, apart from that, have a good day, good night, depending on wherever you are, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.